Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. But the meat of what I did today was playing Baldur's Gate 3 because I didn't have the late stream. And today, there was great progress. We were in Cazador's mansion already. We explored the mansion. We went to his underground lair. We fought the Cazador boss fight, which was very interesting and unique. Much like a lot of these endgame boss fights, they're kind of unique. And I did pretty darn good. Problem was, after the fight ended, the game presented yourself with a critical choice. Either go along with what seems to be a pretty evil decision because one of your party members wants you to do it, or tell them, no, I'm not going along with that, and then that party member leaves your party. I'm not going to spoil for those who never played the game and maybe haven't seen the videos yet, but basically, I wanted to do the right thing based on morality choices and things that I'd done in the playthrough so far, so I said I'm not going to do that bad thing, and the party member got very upset and left. And apparently, from what I'm to understand, that's the end of their story. If you had allowed them to do the thing that seemed pretty horrible, then they would have stayed around for the rest of the game. But what would have been the outcome of that, I don't know. You know, I was going with my gut and going with my morality compass, and it just didn't seem like the right thing to do. So this party member leaves the party, and I get a bag of inventory, which is all the stuff that was in their inventory. I'm like, okay, well, what are we going to do next? I said, well, one of the missions we actually have is to go rescue someone who apparently is being fooled by these doppelganger characters. So we bring the person, Jahara, who's been impersonated by doppelgangers, to the person, and the person is so dumb, he doesn't realize. He's like, huh? He doesn't realize that he's been duped. So we do this whole fight, we save the guy or whatever, and we recruit him, right? This is cool. So now, in the one stream, we finished the Cazador plot line, and we've recruited a whole new party member for the end game. I'm like, well, maybe we'll use them. Why not, right? And someone even told me he's actually meant to kind of be a certain class that's similar to the class of the person who left, so you should be able to reclass him as that person. So we did the whole final, like, half an hour of the stream. We reclassed this character, rebuilt him from scratch with all 12 levels into what would have been equivalent to the person who had left. Okay, let me put the equipment on him. So I opened up the bag of the equipment that was given to me from the person who left the party, and I'm looking for these items. I'm like, so I know that I have an item that's going to cause acid damage on hit. I know that I have an item that's going to make me, like, proficient with a certain kind of thing. I know I have this, I know I have that. I know that I have two dual-wielding weapons that are really powerful and have elemental status. I'm looking. They're not there. What? I have a bag of, like, over 100 items. But the items I'm looking for, the best items, aren't in the bag. And I said, what? Like, what's going on here? And everyone in chat was confused, just as confused as me. And most people who are watching me play this game have played it themselves, okay? So we're in a situation where no one can explain what's going on. So we spent a good 10 minutes trying to figure this out. We went to the traveler's chest in camp. Items aren't in there. All right, we're going crazy. And then finally we come to the end of the stream, and someone says, I looked it up. Guess what? In Baldur's Gate 3, if someone leaves your party forcibly, meaning not that you dismiss them or tell them to leave, but if you basically cut ties with someone because they're upset with you, okay, then you will get all their inventory in a bag presented to you so you don't lose key items and things, except what they have equipped. What? The game devs went out of their way to code a bag where you'll get all the items of the character that's leaving, but they didn't think, oh, what about the equipment they have on them now when they're leaving? So, of course, you're going to have the absolute best items for the character on them. Why wouldn't you? And then they just take them. The worst part about this is the items that were on that character were unique items. These are not items that I can go buy again or you know, refabricate. They're unique items that made that character super good. That's why I used them the entire game up to this point. And now I've lost all of them. So I'm over 120 hours into this game. I worked my ass off with this playthrough. And the game says, oh, by the way, once again, you're just supposed to know, with no way to ever know this ahead of time, that if someone leaves your party and on bad terms, you lose all the stuff that they have equipped. I'm just supposed to magically know that, right? You want to know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to summarize it for you. It's called bad game design, right? Baldur's Gate 3 is a fine game, but the more I've played it, the more and more kinks in the armor I've found, the more and more cracks in the facade. The game ain't perfect, man. You know, it's got a lot of problems. This is probably the worst problem I've encountered in it. This game should not cheat you out of items that you earned during your playthrough because of a dialogue choice or a story choice. You're doing the right thing. You're feeling you're making the right choice. You don't know the character's going to leave. And then they just decide to leave and take the best items with them. No, unacceptable. I will never forgive Larian for that. That is terrible game design. Now, it's not the end of the playthrough. It's not, I'll talk more about this in depth tomorrow on the podcast because as you notice, this is the abridged version. I'm not even mentioning the character's name to avoid spoilers for those who haven't seen the video yet. But tomorrow, I'll go more in depth into this on the podcast, okay? But this is a reason why I've been telling you guys, this game is not accessible. I keep saying this and people argue with me. Yes, it is. It's not accessible. If it were accessible, the game would say to you, oh, your character's about to leave your party or whatever with this choice. Are you sure you want to do that because you're going to lose items? It wouldn't just steal from you. This is literally robbery. Because think of it this way. You have a group of people who are working together. Well, one person says, well, I'm going to leave now and go on my own way. Okay, give me all your shit. Because that's something our group earned. It's our property, not yours. You don't get to just run off and take it. But no, the game just says they just keep everything they have equipped. Bullshit. Terrible game design. I'm not going to forgive them for that, nor am I going to give excuses. That's awful. Really bad game design. Definitely shouldn't be like that. That's pathetic. Other RPGs, characters go in and out of your party all the time. You could either still access their inventory or you get all their inventory in yours. You don't get a bag of everything they didn't have equipped, but they keep the equipped items. That's bullshit. So I am pretty heated about it. But the thing is, I don't think it's going to really hinder the playthrough. We're at the end of the game. And no matter who I put in as the replacement, I don't know if I'm going to go with this new character now because I don't have the equipment to make them good. I might use someone else. I don't know. But it just sucks that all that effort, all that time put into this character and their build and their equipment, and I lose it, and basically it's a lost cause now trying to use a character like that again. It's incredibly stupid. So anyway, you can watch the videos now. They're already live on the channel. Enjoy them, okay? The private react tonight was all for Slayer. It was a ginormous hour-long top 200 K-pop videos of all time countdown. And then there was a special video where I reacted to someone else who was a producer reacting to a new music video that had just come out. And then actually some concert footage that he had recorded at a concert in Singapore. So it was a good variety of stuff. I'm going to send it to him tonight. He'll probably have it up on his channel, overnight. I think, what's the name of his channel? It's like DSP's biggest fan or biggest K-pop fan or something like that. The name of his channel. I'm sure he'll talk about it on streams. But it was a fun react to do. And it's now I'm done with all the private react stuff for the month. I'm done with all the behind the scenes stuff. I should be able for the next 2 weeks to actually be here full-time double streams and not have these as 3 weeks in a row now. I didn't do a night stream, right? On Monday nights. Now I should be able to be here with you guys for the rest of the month, which is great because I really need to make a push to finish Baldur's Gate, to finish Like a Dragon, and so forth. So speaking of which, tomorrow we're back. Full day of streaming, but I will probably still be wearing summer attire, even though it's going to be spring. We have summer weather outside. It was still really hot in the office today. It's Wednesday where things go back to normal, where it cools down and we get rain, so I can wear my normal clothes again. But one more day of the heat. I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.